Hey y'all, so we're back at it again in the virtual world of Second Life. Am I still wearing costumes? Yeah, I'm really glad you guys asked how yummy does this look. Who am I today? I'm the Mad Hatter. Now, what I will say is this by far is one of my favorite costumes. It's the details for me. Like, look at the attention to detail. We just gonna take a real quick, a quick little one to buckle my shoe. Look at the details, y'all. Yeah, I love this costume. When I tell you top tier, I love the orange. I love how it pops on my complexion. I love that. Love that a little orange up against some chocolate. That's gonna do it for me every time. So this is super duper cute. Now, how we been here before? Yes, we've been here before. We've been here before. If you guys looked at the name and you were like, the name looks familiar. Look how yummy these drinks look. So what I'm realizing is that there are so many lands that we frequent that redo the lands and then they change the name of the land. And so I really love that for us. You know what I'm saying? I really love that for us. So as I've said in the past, if we come to a land and they have redone the land, we're going to look at that land because we ain't seen that land. That's a new land. One thing that I really do love about lands like this is that when they redo the lands, I saw a cat. I want to see the little kitty cat. Here we go. This is a big ass cat. They do the lands so differently from how the lands were at first that you really can't tell that it's like the same land. You really have to like know the name. And so I really do appreciate that. Now there are some lands that don't change the name and they'll just like redo the lands, and we love that as well because you know what? A different land is a different land even if it has the same name. Now when I dropped down, I was super excited to see this place because this place has the vibe that I love. Now you know what? Every single time that I see one of these like little train ticket stations, they'll never have anything on the inside, but that's okay. This is the vibe that I love when we go to tour. I love a nice like springtimey type vibe, and I really do appreciate this considering the fact that we're going to be getting into the icy times in Second Life really, really soon, where lands like this are definitely going to be far and few in between. My feet are all the way in the ground. Y'all don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that because you know what? It's not me, okay? It got something to do with this street, and we ain't gonna worry about that too much. We ain't gonna worry about that. See? Feet out the ground. I'm just saying. And so when I came here, I was like, "Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait to go and see this place with you guys because it just has like such a cute, like very dainty springtime like vibe. I love that they have like it's like it has like a little country flair to it, but it's giving like, I don't know, like come have a picnic and we're gonna just like vibe out real quick. And I love that for us. Like I really do love that for us. I love all the little intricate things, and lands like this always seem to have like a lot of super cute knickknacks, and y'all know that's my thing. I love a good knickknack. I love being able to like go to these lands and just like to be able to just like zoom in on these knickknacks. That's not coming in correctly, and I don't like that at all, but I digress. So I love being able to look at just like all the little bitty intricate things that they have out on the land because these lands are bare. When I tell you guys these lands are bare, and so when I see things like this, I'm like, they took this out and they positioned it in a way that they wanted it to look and stuff like that. And so a lot of detail goes into lands like this, and all the lands in Second Life for that matter. And so that's one of the things that I really appreciate the most. Like if you're watching this and you don't have any clue about the virtual world of Second Life, when I tell y'all, the people here are beyond creative, like beyond creative. And so when I come to lands, I'm always just like so in awe because I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah. They went and they put this together and they wanted people to come and see it, and they wanted people to come and enjoy it, and you can role play here and do all kind of things. This is like great for like picnics, great for just like a little cutesy date. Pictures gonna go crazy all the time. I say that every single video, and I'm never lying every single video. That looks delicious. I love a nice runny egg. A lot of people are not a fan of runny eggs. Me, I was not always. And then one day I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. One of my favorite go-to breakfast meals is I do like spinach with like some tomatoes. Like I just cut up like some cherry tomatoes with a nice over easy egg on top. It's gonna do it for me every time. A nice little piece of toast that I toast. I turn the toaster up a little bit so that it get a extra little, a little 1-2 on it. So I got that little crunch going on. Yeah, we love that. We love that. I love all these little knickknacks just like this. You know what? And I also like going around these lands because I got this. I love going around the lands and seeing the stuff that I actually have because I'm like, you know what? You did a good job. I always feel like if you come to a land and there is decorated. Look how cute this little pie is. Vanilla pear jam. That sounds delicious. When I see like things that I have in my possession, I'm always just like, you know what? You did a good job because if they're using it as a decoration on their land, that just shows you how good of a item that it actually is because a lot they don't be putting just on any old thing on these lands. Look at this bread, the steam coming up out this bread. And so when we do come to these lands, that's like a little secret game that I do play with myself to just like be like, you know what? Let me see how many items are here that I actually own. And a lot of times it's none. A lot of times I don't have any of okay, this is I don't know. I never got out this dog right here. I don't know what's going on with that dog. But most of the time, I don't have anything that's on the lands. Like most of the times, it'll be things that I see and I'm like, okay, I know where this came from, but I don't own it. And so I really just like saying little things and I'm just like I like this. And so what I will do, let me tell you, because one thing for sure, two things for certain. When I see stuff like this, if I want it, I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on it and see who made it at the store, what store, and then I'm going to go and get it. Absolutely. Now, I actually feel like that's one of the perks of going to a lot of these lands is like if you see an item, sometimes it's an item that you've seen in the past and you wanted it, but you didn't know what store it came from. This is like a good opportunity to do that because one thing they know, they're like, you're not going to make your land up. Look at this ice cream. Like caramel swirl with some strawberries. So it looks so good. They know that you're not going to do your land up exactly like they have theirs. They're never wrong about that. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate all the little bitty details that they add and the time that they're taking to do this stuff. Now, side note, y'all, my son he's on the game, honey, and hooting and hollering is his favorite thing to do when he's on the game. So if y'all hear him in the background, excuse moi or excuse he, because yeah, I'm gonna let him enjoy himself. Aries ham. I just hear it and I know this damn blue snowball picks up every damn thing. You know what? I'm still these blueberries. Let me come out some. My bad, y'all. But look at these blueberries. And then they have them, I'm all up in it. And then they have it on the pancakes. That's one of my like favorite little breakfast sets that I've seen is those pancakes. So yummy looking. When listen, those one of the items that I will click on and see like where they got that from. Just so I could sit it up and have it on. I was like, I want it on my table too. So I love this. Like, look at how cute this is. This is like my bread and butter in Second Life. Being totally honest, like lands like this, they really get me going. Now, I must say, there are still a couple lands that I actually want to look at before the winter season, like really gets in on Second Life. And I really hope that they still are on theme, like with whatever theme it is before the winter season. Because like I said, it's the fall time, of course, but a lot of these lands are making a very hefty transition into the wintertime. Normally, after Halloween, they just go right on into it. Look how cute this cup is. I love that. And so because of that, I'm just like, I don't want to miss out on the lands that I wanted us to see. The Grimaldi, I stopped by that land. Now the land looks the same, but the name is different. So I'm not really sure. Look how nice this looks. I'm not really sure if they just changed the name of the land, because when I went to the land and I did peek around a little bit, because the name was different from the landmark's name, everything looked the same. No, they had done some like updates to it. They've added some stuff to it, but the base of the land, it still looks the same. So I'm just like, okay, well, did y'all change? My bad, y'all. I hate when I go into stuff because I don't want to do that. I feel like I feel like it'd be looking crazy. And so look at this little swirl cake. And so I'm just like, they probably just changed the name because everything still looks the same. Mine is just like them having like some updates. But when we saw the land, we saw it around New Year's. We went there for New Year's Eve and I think like New Year's Day. And the land is absolutely beautiful. Can we go up here? Can I get in here? Oh, y'all gonna open up for me? I know that's right. But when we saw it, it was in the winter theme. Now, the owner of the land did reach out to me quite a while ago, I must say. But I had other places on my agenda that I wanted to see before we actually circle back there. And they let me know, like, we're out of the winter season, because I had mentioned in the video that I wanted to go back when it wasn't the winter season anymore, just to see everything like fully in bloom. And so that's definitely on my to-do list for us to go to very, very soon, because I don't want to miss that. Because then I'm going to have to wait all the way until the weather breaks again to be able to see it. I love these little, like, what is this, like, they look like they're like in a little terrarium. That's the type of vibe? Is that the word for it? I don't know, but it's lots of plants in here, lots of cats. Now, we've come across a lot of lands that have like lots of cats, and I always love that. The cats give it such like a really cool chill type vibe. I just feel like if cats are dwelling there, it has to be some type of safe space, because cats don't be just any old where. They really be like hanging out. They really be mad in their business, and they like to be in a nice cozy safe spot. And so every time I see a place that has like cats around and stuff like that, that's always the vibe that it gives me. Just like a very tranquil, peaceful, calm, cool, collected type land. And that's exactly what this land is. But every time we've seen this land, that's always what this land is. Now, different from the other time, because I did take a little peek at this land, y'all. I did, because I wanted to make sure that we didn't miss out on anything. Now, what I will say is, when we have come to this land before, they have multiple landmarks. And this time, I haven't seen multiple landmarks. Now, they do have one landmark that'll take you to like a little photo booth area where you have lots of different options to be posed and take pictures and stuff like that. But I didn't see anything that was different, or anything that was different from that photo booth landmark. Now, there could be something just like around here, just like really, really camouflaged in. I don't know. But at first glance, I didn't see anything. And so that's something different that they have going on with this land, as well as like the whole layout of this land. And when I tell y'all, I really do appreciate it. I remembered the name, and that's it, because all that's the same in my opinion is the name. The whole layout is completely different. The items, they have them set up differently. It has like a whole different feel to it, and I just love that. All in all, like when I tell y'all, so many different aspects go into like lands like this, and I love how they really just make sure that they tie everything together, because they have like the whole like train station, but then it meshed in very well with like the little bakery that they have that we just saw. I think that's super cute. And so for me, I always appreciate stuff like that, because I'm just like, you know what, you could have took the easy route and just kind of did things very similar, very much so the same, but you didn't. So then they have like these little markers. What do these markers say? Do they have a little beach? They have a little beach. We're going to see what's on this level first before we actually go check out the beach, because I want to see what's over here. I love all the beautiful flowers. I love the colors. I love like the leaves falling, giving very much so fall. So they made sure that, although in my opinion it does have like they have a little, this looks like a little dance in tan, that if you come here you can click this and then you can dance, and it's so pretty. I love how they mixed up the intans in Second Life. It used to be just like a really, really colorful ball, but they really made a lot of them just like very much more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion, and I appreciate that. I really, really do. And so I like that they have it is fall time, but then they have, in my opinion, a lot of nice spring aspects with like the bunnies and stuff like that, and a lot of the birds and things like that. But then like they'll have the fall aspects, of course, with the fallen don't move, y'all. This what I be talking about. You see the little dragonfly? I don't know if y'all saw that. This I be talking about. I be trying to see y'all. So cute. Then they had the little chipmunks. I'm not about to waste our time, because I know that damn thing gonna keep moving. It's moving too damn much now. And so like they have the cutest little spots like this where you could take a picture, and I love it because it's like you can be here, and then when you look around, it's like boom, that picture will be cute. Look at it. With the little pink popping off the orange. Tell me that ain't cute. You would be lying. So when we came here last time, they did have a beach, but it was like a very smallish type beach. So we'll see like what the beach hitting on this time. It's still pretty small, but you know what? I love that. I love a nice cozy beach. I feel like this really is, in my opinion, this is like all the damn space that you really need for a beach. It's like, cause what you trying to do? Like, what are you really truly trying to do at the damn beach that you need like a big ass space? Unless the full land is like a beach type land, then okay, I understand that. But you know what, in my opinion, I feel like everybody does their beach. I don't know what kind of bird this is. This is my first time actually seeing a bird, and I don't know what kind of bird it is, but it's looking very peculiar. I really love the lighting on this land. It has like such a calming and cool tone to it. It really makes a really nice ambiance for the land. The lighting is really, really nice here. And you know what? I always appreciate a nice lighting. Look how pretty this picture would be with the little geese, with the little flowers in front. You had to set it up like that. Oh, it would be cute. And then they got their little babies. Oh. It was so funny, y'all, because I saw a TikTok where a lady was like, she was like, why we don't eat geese? We be eating turkeys. Why we don't eat geese? And then somebody was like, we do eat geese. You don't eat geese. Like we're going to cook a nice goose. I said, oh, I ain't never had that. I don't know if I want to. You know, I love me. I've only ever seen them like this. Only ever seen them like, I don't know what I would do if I saw it on the table, like really like done up with all the fixings. You know, I don't know how I would react to that. You know, that's a little bit too much for me, in my opinion. But you know, I probably had a damn goose before and I didn't even know it. I'm gonna have to take a damn screenshot of that bird because I don't know what kind of bird that is, and I want to know. I want to put that in my bird arsenal, so if that ever comes around again, I know what bird it is. Look at the little marshmallows, and then you could sit here and you could toast your marshmallows. Oh, this land is just so yummy, y'all. When I tell you. When I dropped down, I already knew this land was going to be a 10 out of 10, and as always, it did not disappoint.